questions 1 through 10 of the 2001 Grade 9 Pascal Math Contest. 5 times 6 minus 3 times 4 all over 6 plus 3. The value of that expression is, let's do the numerator first. 5 times 6 is 30. 3 times 4 is 12. And the denominator, 6 plus 3 is 9. So this becomes 18 over 9, which is equal to 2. So the answer to number 1 is B. When 12,345,678 is divided by 10, the remainder is. So if you divide this number by 10, you will essentially just chop off one digit, right? So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. But you'll have a remainder of 8. Another way of looking at this is if you split the first number into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0 plus 8, and then you divide this by 10, you'll see that this first expression divides into an integer. It becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, of course, you've got this lone 8 hanging out there by itself, and that is, of course, the remainder. So, number 2, the answer is E. Evaluate this expression. So 2 to the power of 5 minus 2 to the power of 3 all over 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 5, of course, is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, like that. We got 5 2's in there. 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, and 2 to the power of 2 is 2 times 2. So this guy here is going to be 32. This here is 8, and the denominator is 4. So 32 minus 8 is 24 over 4, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. So 3, the answer is A. If x equals 1 over 4, which of the following has the largest value? So what we can do is calculate each of these for x equal to 1 over 4. So x is just 1 over 4. X squared is 1 over 16. 1/2 x is 1 over 8. 1 over x is 4, and the square root of x is 1/2, using this value right here. So which of these is the largest? That would be this one right here. So the answer to number 4 is D. In the diagram, the value of x is, if this is 130, we know that all the angles about a line are equal to 180. So if this is 130 and this angle in here, let's say, is y, we know that y plus 130 is equal to 180. So therefore y is equal to 50. Now, notice these two lines. What do those mean? They mean that those sides are equal. And therefore this is an isosceles triangle. And in an isosceles triangle, these two angles will be the same. This one and this one. So since that is y, this is also y. So now we have an equation involving all the angles in the triangle. 2y plus x, this x up here, is equal to 180. And y we know is 50, plus x is 180, and therefore we have 100 plus x is equal to 180, and therefore x is equal to 80. So number 5, the answer is C. Anna's term mark was 80%. Her exam mark was 90%. In calculating her final mark, the term mark was given a weight of 70% and the exam mark a weight of 30%. What was her final mark? So we've got 80% on her term mark, and that was given a weight of 70%. So like that. And then her exam mark was 90%, and that is given a weight of 30%, like that. And if you add those and calculate this, it will give you and her the final mark. And that would be 0.7 times 80 is 56. 0.3 times 90 is 27. And therefore 56 plus 27 is 83, which is her final mark in this course. So number 6, the answer is 83, which is B. The least value of x, which makes 24 over x minus 4 an integer, is. All right, let's start plugging away and see what we get. Let's start with this one, minus 44. If x is equal to minus 44, we have 24 over minus 48, and that is negative 1/2. And that is not an integer because it's a fraction. Let's try minus 28 for x. Minus 28 minus 4, this gives you 24 over minus 32, and this is 0.75 approximately, 3/4, whichever way you want to write this. Either way, it's not an integer. So let's keep going. Let's try minus 20. 20 minus 20 minus 4, this becomes, 24. This becomes 24 over negative 24, which is negative 1, and that is an integer. So therefore, this is the answer because these ones are bigger than minus 20. So even if those led to an integer, we're not interested because we want the least value of x that makes that expression an integer. So 7 is C. The 50th term in the sequence 5, 6x, 7x squared, 8x cubed, 9x to the 4th is. All right, so let's write out our expressions and see what kind of a pattern we have. So the first expression is 5, and this is a x to the 1, so I'm going to write x to the 0 just to make it consistent. Our second expression is 6x, third expression 7x squared, fourth expression 8x to the power of 3, and our fifth expression is 9x to the power of 4. So it looks like if you have n as your expression number, the value of n is going to be, it looks like n plus 4 for the number, right? Because all of these look like 1 plus 4, 2 plus 4, 3 plus 4, like that. And then x to, I believe, n minus 1. Because 1 is 0, 2 is 1, 3 is 2. So n minus 1 like this. I think that's right. So we want the 50th term, right? So the 50th would be n plus 4. So n is 50 in this case. So 50 plus 4. X to the n minus 1, so 50 minus 1. So this is 54x to the 49. All right, so I hope you understood the pattern there. So 54 times x to the 49, and that is A for 8. The perimeter of ABC is, all right, so they've given you this right angle, and they've given you the sides as 8 and 15. So we can use Pythagoras to figure out CB. So CB squared is going to be 15 squared plus 8 squared. 15 squared is 225. 8 squared is 64. So this is 289. And therefore CB is equal to the root of that, which is 17. So we put 17 right there. Now they want us to figure out the perimeter. So the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. 8 plus 15 plus 17, and that is equal to 40. Yes, 40. So the perimeter is 40, and therefore the answer to number 9 is B. Dean scored a total of 252 points in 28 basketball games. Ruth played 10 fewer games than Dean. Her scoring average was 0.5 points per game higher than Dean's scoring average. How many points in total did Ruth score? Okay, let's start with Dean. 252 points in 28 games. So his average is 9. 9 ppg, points per game. Those of you that are basketball fans have seen PPG written many times, so you know what that means. Now you have Ruth. Ruth, they say that her points per game is 0.5 higher. So Ruth's PPG is 9.5. And then they also tell you that she played 10 fewer games. So if Dean played 28 games, Ruth played 18 games. So they want you to now find how many points in total did Ruth score. So total points divided by the number of games is going to be her average. So that's the math formula. And therefore total points is going to be 9.5 times 18, which is 171. So number 10, the answer is B.